Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am Abe with MysticGenmara.com, a small town mystic from the middle of Idaho. And tonight, whenever you happen to be seeing this, I would like to offer your weekly rune reading for the elements for the week of March 23rd through the 29th of 2025. With general readings like this, the messages are timeless. They may be for you during this exact week, or it may pop up later then has the message that you're looking for. With that, if you're interested as to why I read for the elements instead of the zodiac, it's linked in the description. There's also a natal interpretation chart, which gives you your main birth chart, all 12 houses and all the planets, and then it tells you what all that means. It's a 10 to 20 page extra that goes with it, so it's pretty handy. Otherwise, I read intuitively, so the messages will start with what the book says, and then we'll see what my guides bring forward. And with that, we'll hop into the first group, which is our fire family. Fire covers Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And fire, you are starting off with the rune of joy, Runjo. Color is yellow, tarot association is strength, and astrology is Leo, so this is like sitting right in your wheelhouse. A sign of happiness and harmony, a situation changing for the better. I'm also hearing that there's some success that's coming through for you, Fire. There's something that you have been working towards, something that is you've been unsure of, like, is it going to work out? Is this going to turn out the right way? This is saying that this is the time you'll start to see more of a positive response to what it is you've been working on. There's definitely some growth, but it's going to be in such an amazingly positive way, that's their words, not mine, that it's going to actually kind of surprise you. They're saying shocked. So be ready for some positive stuff. Your second rune is the Jira rune, which is the year. Color of light blue, tarot association is the Fool, and astrology is Earth. It's a cycle of nature and life, something coming to fruition, effort receiving rewards. You also have, with the Fool energy, there's some new beginnings. So whatever it is that you've been waiting for, this is saying your next steps are going to be coming to you. Things will be working out positively, but they're also saying that this is going to trigger a new cycle for you. This is not a, oh look, it's done, okay, now I can just sit here and chill. Fire, it's saying this is what's coming in for you with these two is going to be what you've been looking for. But because you're basically coming to the end of one pattern, it's opening the door for something new. It's giving you some new opportunities, some new awarenesses, and some new ideas going forward. So Fire, definitely it looks like this is going to be an awesome week for you. If you're comfortable, let me know in the comments what kind of cool stuff is going on, because things are moving quite well for our Fire family right now. So let's take a peek at Earth, covering the zodiac of Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. If you're Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or have Earth high up in your charts, this one is for you. And we're starting off with Earth. You're starting off with a very interesting one to start your week with. It's the Inga's rune. It's one of the runes of fertility. Color is also yellow. Tarot association is the Judgment, and astrology is New Moon. Completion of ideas or projects, a new beginning, time of positive energies, good fortune. They're also saying that this is also Earth, if you're being creative, if you're someone who has that creative spark, this week is going to be very beneficial for you. They're saying to take the time to tap into your muse, really get focused on that energy, because this week, this rune especially is going to be the dominant rune, is what I'm hearing. So whatever's coming up for you, it's going to be a little bit transitionary, but it's going to be transitioning into something better. Whether that's accepting that new class to deepen your artistic skills, or it's finally deciding to put your stuff online where people can see it, or however that's manifesting for you. But Earth, you are in a really good spot. The fertility aspect of this and that creative aspect is flaming high. They're saying you guys are glowing this week with a creative spark. So let's take a peek at your second rune. We have the Uraz rune. It's the color of dark green. Tarot association is the High Priestess. And astrology is Taurus. So this is tapping right into your energy anyway. Creative power, wisdom and knowledge, good fortune, opportunity, and there's also a little hint of some amorous stuff going on there. So if you're in a relationship, it could be a little more spicy this week. Good for you. So Earth, what we're hearing here is this is such a powerful week for creation. This is not a time to, well, someone else has already done it. So what? You're doing it better, different, or whatever. You are unique this week. You are stepping up in the world as something that is not the everyday. It's not the same as everyone else's. That fertility, that creation that is coming in for you, Earth, is saying, this is a time for you to separate yourself from the crowd. Allow yourself to be seen, whether that's with one person, whether that's with 50 people. It doesn't really matter in that respect, because the recognition that you're receiving is what's important. And that's what they're saying is, Earth, embrace your creation this week. Embrace your ability to step forward in that light. Be seen as the creative aspect that you are. And even if you don't feel like you're creative, how can you do something that others can't? Creation is an act of inspiration. It's not just painting, it's not just carving, it's not just baking or whatever, like some of the pastry art and the chocolate art. Oh man. But it's not just that. Creation is developing a new idea. It's coming up with something new. I call people, I'll straight up say, people who can do a lot of the computer stuff, they're artists. Like when you can rewire an entire hard drive and motherboard with just a couple of things because you're bored on the weekend, that's artistic. That's creative. That's the energy Earth is tapping into this week. You're definitely triggering this. Look at it from a different perspective. Step up in your own way, but it's definitely time for Earth to shine. So let's hop over to air. Air is covering Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So if you're Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, here we go. We are starting off your week with actually a pretty positive rune. It's the Gibo rune. It's the rune of blessings and generosity. Color of deep blue. Excuse me. Tarot association is the Lover, so you're tapping into some water here. And astrology is Pisces. This is a sign of gifts, generosity, giving, coming together, relationships taking another step. So, Air, what I'm hearing with this rune in particular is this is a really good time for you to... They're saying, Air, why is there a block in receiving compliment? They're saying this is such an amazing time for you to learn to say thank you. Accept the compliments. It's not going to be easy, but that's that generosity. You've been generous with your time, your efforts, your skills at work and at home. This is a time when people want to reciprocate, do something for you. They're saying accept it and be happy and grateful. Don't be, well, what do they want in return? That doesn't mean anything, really. It's all about receiving and giving joyfully. Blessings and generosity are a two-way street. As you give, you should also receive. And that's not saying, well, I'm only giving because I receive. In the act of giving, you receive the gift. So when you're gifting your time to other people, it's actually enriching you. When you're gifting to other people of your knowledge, it actually enriches you. And by extension, those people want to do something to support you or to bring that light back to you. And that's what's going on right here, is it's very much a give and take, but through the giving and taking, you both actually grow and expand. Your second rune is the Manaz rune, the rune of man, and it is color of deep red. Tarot association is the Magician, and astrology is Jupiter. This is the rune of humankind, deep wisdom held in the body, your mind and body working together, knowledge, memory, and interdependence of the masculine and feminine within. With these two, it's actually kind of interesting because you have the X is your Gibo rune, and Manaz is this guy over here. They're both symbolizing balance. They're both symbolizing the flow of energy. One is saying the Lovers, and one is saying the Magician, meaning the tools are all available to you. With Jupiter and Pisces coming in, it's a very much a dreamy state that you're working with, Air, but it's all in the fact of expansion, giving and taking. If you're in a relationship, they're saying this week is a really good time to tap into the relationship. Put some time and effort into it. Set aside a date night. Schedule it tonight when you watch this video. Schedule it right now with your partner. This night we are going to do XYZ, just the two of us. Or, you know what, let's set that night aside for a date night. I have an idea. So I want to do this for you. So just clear your calendar. That's the night we're going to do this. You don't even have to tell them. Make it a surprise where you're ending up or what you're doing. But really do these things to enhance the relationships, what I'm hearing in that respect. But they're also saying, and outside of that, this is a really good time for you to step up and show your knowledge, to teach the next generation. And sometimes it might be, if you're not quite in that teaching role yet, it could be seeking out the proper mentor. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. And this week, the student's ready. And if you're the teacher, appear. But this week is really a positive week for our air family as far as growth potential and its expansion. This is a week of being willing to see what the universe has to bring in for you, because it's definitely not about being small this week. So let's hop over to, where to go? There it is. The water family. Water covers Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. All of our little fishies. If you have water high up in your chart, or you're a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces sun sign, then here we go. So this one is, your first rune is the Fehu rune, or Fehu rune, and it is a color of light red. Tarot association is the Tower. Astrology is Aries. Good luck, success, fertility, and harmony. So water, you're working with your opposite energy this week. Not always the most comfortable thing for the water family. But if you happen to fall late in the water cycle, which is Pisces, you've already been there, done that. This is not new territory for you. But what it's saying is, Pisces, this is a time for, Pisces, good grief. Water, this is a time for removing blocks. Probably more focused on Pisces if we're going to go there. This week is about what is in the way. What needs to be removed? By removing it, what can you use to continue moving forward? Not everything, when you have the tower moments where you have to do the destructive part first, not everything there is positive. Sometimes you have those rotten boards, you just have to toss them into the junk pile. But what is valuable once you tear that down? And that's what they're saying is, don't look at this week as if it's a struggle session. Look at it as a way to take those trials and turn them into lessons. Use them as building blocks to move forward. With Aries coming in, you have a little bit of a hot-headed energy coming in water. This is not always great, but with that hot-headed Aries energy, you also have this massive push to get things started, and sometimes that's what's necessary to tear down the block that's in the way so you can move forward. So your second rune is the Iawaz rune, which is the rune of the yew tree. Color of dark blue. Tarot association is the Hanged Man, and astrology is Scorpio. Still technically working with fire energy because Scorpio is the fire of the water section. And we have protection, time of death and rebirth, foresight, and perseverance. You also are working with the energy of the Hanged Man, which these two runes, and these two tarot cards, the Tower and the Hanged Man, they have some interesting analogies with them. The Tower is one that a lot of people look at very negatively, but in reality it's creative destruction. To destroy is to also give you building blocks to move forward and create. The Hanged Man is one of my favorite tarot cards, strictly because it's saying, if it's not working, how about looking at it from a different perspective and see what comes forward? You're also getting this energy of protection. Scorpio is really aggressive, but it's also very protective of the things that are theirs. So when you are looking at what's going on with our water family, there's going to be some challenges this week. I'm not going to lie about that. That is definitely coming forward. But these challenges are helping you break down barriers that are in the way. They're breaking down walls that you thought were insurmountable, but now you've been handed the TNT to knock it down and rebuild something better. So you're getting that vibe, but you're also very protected. And it is a very divine call, water, to look at things from another perspective. If that's difficult to do with our conscious mind, that monkey mind yammering away, water, take the time to meditate and separate out. Look at things from the higher perspective. You can ask your guides and guardians, you can ask God Source Divine, how can I see this from a higher perspective? How can I see this from the perspective of the ultimate observer? And a lot of times when you take yourself out of the situation and you look at it from up here versus here, all of a sudden you can see the pattern falling into place. And with the tower, it's saying once you are able to separate out, then you can see the parts that you need to keep and the parts that you just need to throw away. So that's the message that's coming forward for water, is this week could be a little bit of a challenge, but it's a challenge that is going to help you step into the next cycle and next level of your spiritual journey. Could be also some financial improvements that go on. There's gonna be a rough point through this week, I'm not gonna lie, but it's gonna result in something better. So general energy for the group. As we go through this week, everybody, take the time to enjoy. Take the time to laugh and smile through the ups, through the downs. Find a reason to find humor. They're really wanting to say, yeah, even water, you're gonna deal with some stuff this week, but if you can find a reason to giggle and laugh, even if it's at something really goofy, watch your pet, they're great for humor. Find reasons to find humor in situations, not even in the serious stuff, appropriately. Enjoy uplifting with laughter. And with that, I will let you guys go. If you are interested, I do offer many orgones on my website. There's also a bunch of crocheted goodies on there. And I also offer tarot readings as well. So you can check that out in the description down below, mysticgenmara.com. And I will see you guys in the next video.